B-side, gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way that shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, amen. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I been on the block, my side. Run it in our house for us 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you got me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams have made it clear they want to get back to 500 in today's game. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play action. It's gone. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the wideout in motion. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw on second down is gone. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second down, here's Goff. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Howard. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's Tom Hackett now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He's going to wind up in air into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for for Chicago. 44 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Throwing here, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good move by Duke. There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Duke Johnson, 97 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And that's only the third time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That's 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. They go with Howard to begin the drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And, oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. The gun, Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Lets it fly for Thielen. Pushing his way through. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Oh, nice move. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, which you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A give to Howard. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now let's go.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Norton. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run from the pistol with Howard, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Back 99.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Johnson running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas, right?
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Check. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. On first down, they run with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They go with Howard again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Trubisky. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's White. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come out here in the eye. On first and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Let's go!
Now it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now it's gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Throwing on third. Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now it's Trubisky. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go to Johnson again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff. Johnson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope. No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now. On the toss, here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. Goff
Goff now to throw. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
All right, here we go. Go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Detroit. Detroit. All right, no.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A good pickup there of 22. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Running with Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Trubisky will throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
No. Hurry up. Here we go. Leopard. Let's go. Blue 90.
On 4th down, it's Howard going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play clock winding down. Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And the wideout in motion. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Goff on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And that'll be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And he's got Rodgers. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime.